We welcome you to Defiance in the shadows of Fred Brown Stadium, one of the great high-arcing press boxes in the area, joined by head coach Jerry Beauty and also Will Batt, the senior quarterback. Coach, state of Defiance, second week into two-a-days. How are things going for you guys?
Not bad. We're healthy. The kids are excited. They're working hard, and we've been grinding it out just like everybody else in this league and in Northwest Ohio. But we're real pleased with their attitude and coming to work every day. We call it take your lunchbox to work and get it done every day, just like a job.
Will, you take a look back at 2012, a 4-6 season, no really bad losses in those 6 losses, all came to winning teams with winning records. Can you build off of that going into 2013?
Yeah, we just want to improve and end up beating Napoleon first game and then going out and winning WBL.
Of course, Napoleon, the big rivalry game. Let's jump right into that. How excited are you for it? All summer, I know it's been kind of grinding at you.
Yeah, we're excited. We've been counting down, doing 17 hits after every practice, and we're just ready to go, beat the Cats.
Coach, this year it's back here at Fred Brown Stadium, but it's not a Thursday nighter. It's a Friday nighter to open up the season at Fred Brown.
Right, because Napoleon's a bunch of crybabies and didn't want to have the game on Thursday night anymore.
Tell us how you really feel, though.
So we had to do it their way this year, and that's unfortunate because we had a huge crowd, people from the area come in, and it really highlighted the game, as special as it is. That even made it more special, but they didn't want to do it anymore, so that's the way it works.
Gives you a little extra motivation maybe here at
Just
home?
another reason. Right?
Coach, take us through Will's progress and how he's progressed as a quarterback.
Well, he's strong. He's physical. He may be the biggest, strongest quarterback we've ever had. Wow. He's got a cannon for an arm. He's had a great summer throwing the ball 7-on-7. And he's got big shoes to fill. Joe Kewen broke 6 passing records for us last year, and Joe's just a little guy, but he had the team's respect, and he had a great ball he threw to people, and he had some great receivers. We have quite a few of those guys back, so we're hoping that Will added into the mix with the longer ball can make an effect on us that we maybe haven't had for years, and that's to go deep.
Will, talk a little bit about your summer. Where did you guys go on the 7-on-7s? What did you personally take out of those experiences?
We've always gone to state 7-on-7 in Dublin, Columbus, and we finished 3rd down there this year, and that was a big plus because last year we didn't do so good. And we've gone to Ada.
Quite a few areas.
Quite a few. Yeah, we've gone to Ada. We've gone to Liberty Benton, and we've done well down there. We've pretty much won every one we've gone to, and we're looking good in the passing game.
Coach, what do you take from those 7-on-7s as they really have progressed into kind of a big part of the summer for football programs?
Yeah, it really has. And, people always think, well, it creates bad habits here and creates bad habits there. But it's still your quarterback throwing the ball, receivers catching the ball. And the most important thing we get out of it that I think some people overlook, when are your defensive backs going to backpedal in the summer? They don't go out and do that on their own, okay? Mm-hmm. So we get maybe more out of it defensively, fundamentally, than we do offensively, being able to cover the ball and things like that. Now, it's a little abstract in the fact that, people were throwing 8 guys out there in the secondary and nobody up front for the run. So it's really not right. But if you can throw against that, you can throw against anybody.
Yeah, I know it's on the horizon. It might maybe not necessarily be in the picture, but Division III this year, you're still Division III, but there's a whole lot of new schools that are now in Division III with you.
Right, there really are. I haven't even looked at that. I just know in the WBL we have 6 of our teams are Division III, 2 of them are Division IV, and 2 of them are Division V. So that's the breakdown in our league, and that's what concerns us.
Coach, certainly a nice little stretch last year, won 3 games in a row in the middle of the season. Then you played Kenton and Elida very tough at the end of the year. Do you feel like that progress is really going to carry into this year?
I hope so. I think those are very good passing teams. They have great programs and Jason's done a great job at Elida, and of course Mike at Kenton's always been good. So when you go against those guys, you've seen the best. And in the state I'm talking about, you don't see anybody throw the ball any better than those guys do. So when you go against them and you do okay, you feel like you're doing the right things, but it's still matchup nightmares, okay? Because to have 5 defensive backs as good as their 5 receivers, it just doesn't happen very often. Although this year, I think, is the closest we've ever been to being able to match our secondary versus the passing game.
Will, as you look at this WBL slate, which WBL game are you looking forward to the most?
Well, I'm just looking forward to all of them, just winning them all. Beating Ken is the most I want to do. I haven't beat Ken yet, and I want to beat him my senior year.
Well, what do you guys work on most during scrimmages here? You have 3 of them this year. The first one's tonight as we tape this. What kinds of things do you guys want to see improvement in?
Well, we want to compete first of all. We don't come out here just to take it easy and not do our things right. We just want to go out there and do everything we're taught and overall just get better.
Coach, I know at this point, almost a week into practice, you got guys probably some little minor nicks and injuries here, but overall, how's the health of the team?
We don't have any starters out right now. We have a lot of young kids out that think they're injured. You know how that goes.
Haven't learned the difference between hurt and injured.
And sore, right?
Yeah.
So, and they're still being babied at home, so that creates problems. And we also have one of our best players. He's still playing on baseball. He's out in the Nationals. Austin Hancock, he's one of our best football players, and he's playing on the Napoleon River Bandits or whatever they're called, and he'll be out there they're going to play for the national title now at the end of this week, and then we'll finally get him back.
Speaking of baseball, coming off the state championship, just how much does success breed success into the fall?
Well, I hope it does. You know, it's a whole different ball game.
Sure,
obviously. Sure. You don't get the pitcher doesn't get rushed on the mound when he's throwing. You know, so but it's great. You know, it creates a real excitement in the school and something for someone else to live up to. And hey, we want to do that too. So that's what we hope it creates. And but we've always had good baseball here, and they've really hit the nail on the head this year. They did a great job.
Will, what do you have to work on the most as a team before that week 1 matchup with Napoleon?
Well, right now we're just coming together as a senior group, and we're starting to lead better, and our team has just improved from day one since 2 days.
Coach, talking in the past few years, numbers have been a bit of a concern, trying to get the big numbers back out. Do you have those this year? It seemed like a good group practicing.
Yeah, you know, we have like just under 70 players out, and that includes the top 4 grades. We've got our freshmen practicing right with us, so they get a lot of individual attention from our other coaches, not just 2 freshman coaches, you know. So it's been real good for us. It's 20. We're heavy at both ends. We have 20-some. We have 18 seniors and 20-some freshmen, so that's a good mix for us. I'm a little worried about in between, but overall, this is the best numbers we've had for a while, and hopefully. But I still don't think that we're going to be able to have separate freshman and JV program by the time you get some kids banged up and things like that. And the rest of the WBL, we just had a meeting last night, and I'd say at least half, if not more, are in the same boat in the Western Buckeye League.
All right, Coach Will, thank you for your time. When we come back, more from the Defiance Bulldogs here on WOSN.
Another round with the Defiance Bulldogs as Coach Jerry Beauty starts his 24th year here at the helm of Defiance. I'm joined by Gabe Rodriguez, a defensive tackle and punter. Going to see some big punts out of Gabe this year. Hopefully not too many punts though, right?
I hope not.
And then we have Trey Gilliam down at the end, wide receiver and defensive back. Gabe, let's start with you. How's the defensive line looking?
I love it. We got me and Savante Vaughn. We're coming back. It's a lot of meat right there. So we're looking pretty heavy. So it's going to be hard to move us out of the hole, hopefully. And maybe we can just control our gaps and do our job. We'll be perfectly fine.
Gabe, how much are you petitioning the coaches to allow you to have a couple fake punts and just run right up the middle?
Oh, to run? Me to run up the middle? I doubt they'll have me run up the middle. They'll have me pass.
Okay. He's got a good arm on him.
Yes, I do.
Sure do. Trey, you've had a busy summer, part of the Northwest Ohio Basketball All-Stars. How much does that help going into football season, or is it kind of tough to switch gears and get into football mode?
I mean, it's a little tough, but I'd say going everywhere, you saw all the great competition everywhere. You know what's out there, and I think it does help, you know, from a standpoint of that. And it was a lot of fun. Got to go to Vegas, a lot of different places, and learned a lot, and it was a great experience.
Both of you guys coming off all conference seasons as juniors, what do you need to work on as you get into your senior season? Trey, we'll start with you.
I'd say consistency every day, you know, leading more senior last go around, and just learning people, getting the younger kids to follow us and help them to accomplish what we accomplished. And so.
Gabe, how about you?
I'd say the same thing with consistency, just coming out here every day, giving it all we got, and have these younger guys get on the same boat. I mean, you really can't have a solid season without everybody on the same ship. So we just need to get these younger guys out here in the practice field, our scout teams, to actually go hard, give us a look. And I don't know, just intensity all throughout the year, throughout the summer. With the 2 days coming, everybody gets tired. So I'm just get it through the 2 days, get to the season, and we'll be fine from there.
Gabe, a nice size senior class, 18 guys here out for Defiance. Is that a nice feel to have that many of your brothers out?
Oh, yes, man. We've got a great bond, I think. Trey coming from Sonora jumped right in. Like, it was nothing. So he came here. We accepted him real easy. He's a great player, obviously, and on the freshman field, when we was freshmen, we would fight in locker rooms because it was just that's how we did it. And I don't know, that bond we got now it's something tight that you couldn't break it.
Trey, what have you learned maybe in this first week of the preseason, the practice, that maybe you guys didn't know over the summer with this Bulldog team?
I'd say just how the freshmen have done a great job, and they've really came in and just picked up where we left off. And I'd say just making sure everyone's on the same page is key to this team, and just every day just working hard, and I think we'll be all right.
Trey, how's this year feel different? Starting since you got here freshman year, how have you progressed as a person and just in your mindset for playing football?
Right, it's been a great learning experience. My whole high school career has been amazing. I mean, everything I could have asked for, from not so much success as a freshman at 1-9 or whatever, and then we're starting to pick it up a little bit and just learning and just taking a program from, back in the day, amazing and state titles, but then back to 1-9 and try to build it back up.
All right, thank you very much, Trey and Gabe, as they continue to try and return the Defiance Bulldogs to glory. When we return, we'll talk more Defiance football here on WOSN.
Defiance getting ready for Napoleon, the River Rock rivalry taking place on a Friday night this year, as we're joined by Zach Hale, the tight end to my right, and Seth Meyer, running back, Will linebacker, and about 6 other positions on the outside. What's your favorite out of all those 8, 9, 10 positions you play? This is a tough one, Seth.
I really like Will because I get go on goal calls and just blitz the quarterback.
Good answer.
I like it.
Zach, as we heard earlier from Coach Beauty, he doesn't pull any punches. He's brutally honest. What's that like as a player to have a veteran coach like that's going to just lay it out for you and tell you it like it is?
It's a lot better than a coach that will cut around the corners and won't tell you straight up what you're doing wrong.
You hear it a lot from Coach
Yes.
Beauty, what you're doing
He'll
wrong?
tell you exactly what you're doing wrong.
Zach, as a tight end, how are things progressing with your new quarterback, Will Batt, in there after a great run from your prior quarterback?
It's going well. He's throwing the ball better than he used to. He's putting it where it should be, and he's reading everything very well.
Seth, we talked to Will earlier, and he said he was really looking forward to that Week 10 matchup with Kenton. Hasn't beaten Kenton yet. Would like to go out with a win over the Wildcats. That'll be the regular season finale. Is that a game you're looking forward to as well?
Yes, I fairly enjoy this game with Ken again. I've played him sophomore year and my junior year, so I want to win this one.
Seth, a nice big senior class. How are things coming together for you 18 guys that are out here for your final time?
Pretty good. Trying to work on getting more leadership over the juniors and sophomores, make sure the freshmen know what they're doing too. So I think we're doing pretty good for.
All right, we are out of time here on this Defiance Bulldogs season preview show. I'd like to thank all of our guests today. We'll see you next time on WOSN.